Welcome to video 3 of Module 1. In this video, we will talk about the human functioning and the characteristics of intellectual disabilities. Intellectual disability means a significantly reduced ability to understand new or complex information and to learn and apply new skills. This results in a reduced ability to cope independently, so-called impaired social functioning, and begins before adulthood with a lasting effect on development. Is intellectual disability determined by just an IQ test? The answer is no. The evaluation and classification of an intellectual disability is a complex issue. There are three major criteria for intellectual disability: significant limitations in intellectual functioning, significant limitations in adaptive behavior, and usually onset before the age of 18. The IQ test is one of the tools for measuring intellectual functioning, which is the mental capacity for learning, reasoning, problem solving, and so on. A test score below 75 indicates a limitation in intellectual functioning. There are four levels of ID: mild, moderate, severe, and profound. Let's have a look at the multidimensional model of human functioning. There are 5 dimensions. Intellectual ability is the general mental capacity. Intellectual ability is a certain level of development of the mental activity of a person, providing the opportunity to acquire new knowledge and effectively use it in the course of life, the ability to understand and comprehend. This is the basis of knowledge and behavior of people, rationalism in society. This includes reasoning, planning, problem solving, abstract thinking, understanding complex ideas, and learning ability. Adaptive behavior is the effectiveness and extent to which a person meets the requirements of personal independence and social responsibility expected from his age and culture. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, and not just the absence of disease or other physical defects. Definition of World Health Organization. Health has an objective and subjective component. This dimension is not isolated in itself, but can be found in the other 4 dimensions: participation, interaction, and social roles. This dimension is related to the functioning of the individual in society. It refers to the roles and interactions in the field of living, working, education, leisure, spiritual, and cultural activities. Context, meaning the environment and personal factors. By environmental factors are meant physical, social, and attitude aspects of the environment. By personal factors, we mean age, race, social background, coping strategies, history, and parenting style. Social aging refers to how the person experiences aging and how society views the elderly. Social aging refers to changes in a person's role and relationships, both within their networks of relatives and friends and informal organizations. Although social aging can differ from one individual to another, it is also profoundly influenced by the perception of aging that is part of society's culture. If a society views aging positively, the social aging experienced by individuals in that society will be more positive and enjoyable than in a society that views aging negatively. Social support, opportunities for education and lifelong learning, peace and protection from violence and abuse are key factors in the social environment that enhance health, participation, and security as people age. Ableism is a discrimination or prejudice against people with disabilities. Ableism can express itself through ideas and assumptions, stereotypes, attitudes, and practices. It is often unconscious, and people do not always realize the impact of their words or actions when dealing with people with disabilities. The perception of people with disabilities is strongly influenced by the media and the belief in science, where disability is seen as a failure. The most common causes of intellectual disabilities are genetic conditions. These include Down syndrome and Fragile X syndrome. Problems during pregnancy. Things that can interfere with fetal brain development include alcohol or drug use, malnutrition, certain infections, or preeclampsia. Problems during childbirth. Intellectual disability may result if a baby is deprived of oxygen during childbirth or born extremely premature. Illness or injury. Infections like meningitis, whooping cough, or the measles can lead to intellectual disability. Severe head injury, near drowning, extreme malnutrition, infections in the brain, exposure to toxic substances such as lead, and severe neglect or abuse can also cause it. None of those. In two-thirds of the children who have intellectual disability, the cause is unknown.